Imagine the roar of the stadium turning to stunned silence in an instant. A tennis icon, mid-serve, staggers forward, clutching their chest as beads of sweat cascade like a waterfall. The ball bounces untouched, but no one notices. Eyes are locked on the figure crumpling to the clay, the heat wave's invisible grip tightening. What caused this shocking fall from grace? Stay tuned to uncover the harrowing details that left fans worldwide holding their breath. Hit that subscribe button now for exclusive tennis drama on Tennis Insider. The sweltering sun beat down mercilessly on the Roland Garros courts that fateful afternoon in Paris, where temperatures soared past 95 degrees Fahrenheit and humidity clung to the air like a suffocating blanket. Our legend, Rafael Nadal, known for his unbreakable endurance and 14 French Open titles, stepped onto the red clay for what was billed as a routine quarter-final against a rising star. From the first set, signs of trouble emerged. Nadal's trademark forehand lacked its usual whip, his movements sluggish as if wading through molasses. Spectators fanned themselves with programs, unaware they were witnessing the prelude to a crisis. As the match progressed into the second set, Nadal paused between points, gulping water that offered no relief. His opponent, sensing vulnerability, pressed harder, forcing longer rallies that drained the veteran's reserves. Whispers rippled through the crowd. Was this the heat finally claiming its toll on the indomitable Spaniard? Medical staff hovered on the sidelines, but Nadal waved them off, his pride a double-edged sword. By the tiebreak, his breaths came in ragged gasps, vision blurring under the relentless assault of the elements. Analysts later calculated the heat index at over 110 degrees, a recipe for disaster even for elite athletes. Nadal's team had prepared with electrolyte packs and cooling vests, yet nature's fury proved overwhelming. In a twist of irony, this warrior who had conquered injuries from ankles to wrists now faced an adversary without a racket, the climate itself. As he served for the set point, his legs buckled, sending him sprawling. The umpire called for immediate help, and the stadium erupted in concern. Paramedics rushed in, administering oxygen and 4 fluids right there on the court. Fans chanted his name, a chorus of support amid the chaos. This wasn't just a collapse, it was a stark reminder of human limits in the face of extreme conditions. Nadal's history of pushing boundaries made this moment all the more poignant. Had his legendary grit finally met its match? Post-incident reports revealed dehydration levels bordering on severe, compounded by the humid air that prevented sweat from evaporating effectively. Experts debated if tournament organizers should have implemented heat rules earlier, like extended breaks or even postponements. Nadal, ever the fighter, attempted to continue after a medical timeout, but his body rebelled, forcing retirement from the match. The loss wasn't just points on a scoreboard, it was a blow to his aura of invincibility. In the aftermath, social media exploded with well wishes, while critics questioned the sport's scheduling in such volatile weather. This event sparked global conversations about athlete safety, pushing federations to revisit protocols. For Nadal, it was a wake-up call, leading to a brief hiatus for recovery. Yet, true to form, he vowed a comeback, turning adversity into fuel. The collapse highlighted how even legends are mortal, vulnerable to the whims of weather that no amount of training can fully conquer. As the dust settled on that dramatic day, the tennis world rallied around Nadal, with peers like Federer and Djokovic sending messages of solidarity. But beneath the surface, tensions brewed. Rumors swirled that Nadal had ignored early warning signs, driven by a desire to defend his title. Insiders revealed pre-match concerns from his coach about the forecast, yet the legend pressed on, embodying the sport's gladiatorial spirit. The incident unfolded like a thriller, with each game building suspense until the inevitable break. Paramedics' quick response averted worse outcomes, but the image of Nadal on his knees became iconic, etched in tennis lore. Recovery wasn't swift. Nadal spent weeks in rehab, focusing on hydration strategies and heat acclimation training. His return match months later was a testament to resilience, drawing record crowds eager for redemption. This episode also shone a light on broader issues, like climate change amplifying tournament risks. Venues from Australia to the US Open faced scrutiny for their preparedness. Nadal's collapse prompted new guidelines, including mandatory heat stress assessments and player veto rights on extreme days. For fans, it was a roller coaster of emotions, from shock to admiration. The legend's vulnerability humanized him, deepening connections with supporters worldwide. Here at Tennis Insider, we dive deep into these pivotal moments that shape the game. Stories like this remind us why tennis captivates. It's not just about winners and losers, but the raw human drama on display. Nadal's ordeal spurred innovations in sports science, with wearables now monitoring vital signs in real time. His post-collapse interviews revealed a newfound respect for rest, balancing ambition with self-care. The rival who advanced that day later admitted mixed feelings, respecting Nadal's fight while capitalizing on the opportunity. This narrative arc, from peak performance to sudden fall and eventual rise, mirrors epic tales in literature, keeping audiences hooked. As the sport evolves, such events underscore the need for adaptability. Nadal's legacy, already monumental, gained a layer of profundity through this trial. It's these unexpected twists that make tennis unpredictable and thrilling. The ripple effects of Nadal's collapse extended far beyond the court, influencing training regimens across the ATP Tour. Players began incorporating simulated heat chambers into their routines, pushing bodies to adapt without real-world peril. Nadal himself partnered with scientists to study humidity's impact, sharing findings that could save careers. In a surprising turn, the incident boosted awareness campaigns for heat-related illnesses, with Nadal becoming an unwitting advocate. Fans dissected footage frame by frame, spotting subtle cues like slowed footwork that foreshadowed the fall. The media frenzy was intense, with headlines screaming, "King of Clay dethroned by heat." Yet, amid the hype, Nadal's humility shone through in press conferences, where he downplayed heroics and emphasized team support. This humility endeared him further to a global audience. Tournament directors, stung by criticism, invested in advanced cooling systems and shaded seating. The collapse also highlighted gender differences, as women's matches often faced similar conditions with less fanfare. Nadal's experience bridged divides, fostering unity in calls for equity. As he geared up for the next Grand Slam, anticipation built like a storm. Would the Heat claim another victim, or had lessons been learned? His triumphant return match, won in straight sets under milder skies, felt like poetic justice. Spectators cheered louder, appreciating the fragility behind the facade. This story isn't just about one man, it's a cautionary tale for all athletes braving elements. In the end, Nadal's collapse transformed from tragedy to triumph, reinforcing why he's a legend. For more insights into tennis's untold stories, stick with Tennis Insider. Months after the collapse, Nadal stood atop the podium once more, trophy in hand, proving that setbacks are mere setups for comebacks. The hot and humid ordeal had forged a stronger version of himself, wiser and more attuned to his limits. Fans reflected on that heart-stopping moment, grateful for the wake-up call it provided to the sport. Tennis, with its blend of physical prowess and mental fortitude, continues to evolve, thanks in part to lessons from this day. As we wrap up, remember, for the latest scoops, breakdowns, and behind-the-scenes drama, subscribe to Tennis Insider. Don't miss out, hit that bell and join the Insider Circle today.